This is Namrika Proscovia, BNT, student at Victoria University. Today I'm going to present about humanistic psychology and its applications. Humanistic psychology is the study of psychology which focuses on individual potentials, free will, and innate drive towards self-actualization. It emphasizes understanding of a person's subjective experience and holistic growth rather than pathological growth. It encourages individuals to focus on their present moments and embrace their emotions, thoughts, and desires. Carl Rogers and Abraham Maslow, the humanistic psychologists, they also believed that if individuals focus on their present moments or the mindfulness, it will lead them to self to great self-awareness and self-esteem and self-actualization. For example, if I can take my own example, if I'm a nurse having a certificate in nursing, I should first embrace this, that I have this knowledge and skill. Then think or look at the ways of achieving a diploma in nursing. Then after achieving the diploma, I can also move to acquire a degree in nursing. Rather than beginning, I first look at my certificate, then I don't appreciate or embrace it and think of a PhD in nursing. Another example, if you have a child at home, this child is still in kindergarten. Her main psychological needs, it is food, water, rest, and sleep. Then, as a mother or a parent, you first fulfill these basic needs, then you move to the next pyramid needs, as Abraham's theory of hierarchy says. They are principles of humanistic psychology. 1. Self-will and responsibility. Individuals have the capacity to make conscious choices, to shape their own destinies, and take responsibilities of their actions. 2. Self-actualization. Individuals have innate drive or the natural drive towards their destiny, full potentials and full potentials. Still, furthermore, individuals strive to achieve their full potentials and become the best version of their themselves. Number 3, holistic view of a person. In people should be understood. People should be understood as complete or unique whole. Individuals should be understood as a whole rather than the separate behavior of them. For example, if I'm a patient coming to you as a service provider, you should welcome me holistically. Holistically, I mean you welcome me physically, psychologically, socially, and spiritually. So when you get that empathy, you accept me, then as a patient, I'll be able to share my views, my ideas, my fears, and emotions to you. Then eventually we shall come to a conclusion, or we shall come with a diagnosis. Then you would have helped this patient as a nurse. And the patient himself or herself would have achieved his goal that when I went to a hospital, I was cared for very well, and eventually I've received treatment basing on my subjective history, and now I'm going to take my treatment with trust of the person who has given it to me. Then there is self-actualization. Self-actualization, it is the individual strive to achieve full potential to become the best version of themselves. Individuals have the inner drive towards their destiny and full potentials. Therefore, individuals should be given that chance or that allowance to go ahead and fulfill their potentials. For example, if we are here and each of us here has a motive of becoming who she wishes to be in future. That's why we have very many courses here. We have the course of law, we have the BNT, we have education, we have business, and in each class there are students. That means each of us has that inner drive that I wish I could be a doctor. I wish I could be having a bachelor's in nursing or a bachelor's in law or in business. That is the inner drive towards self-actualization. Then there is also holistic view of a person. People should be understood as complete and unique all. Individuals should be understood They are psychological, they are physical, they are emotional, and spiritual in order to achieve their goals. Thank you.